Hello and welcome back, and if you're first time to the channel, you're very welcome. I've had quite a few subscribers in the last couple of weeks. It's absolutely a joy to have you along. So on the last video, I just showed briefly how to make an emergency tarp, and one of the comments on that video asked why I didn't bring the doors to the ground. And there's a reason why I didn't bring the doors to the ground, because it's not that type of a tarp. So today I thought I'd show you how to make a forester's tent, which does bring the doors to the ground and seals you in nicely. So come on, we'll get into it and we'll show you what it's all about. So, what's this forester's tent all about, and what do we need first? Well, the first thing I need is the 3x3 DD hammocks. I have here ground sheets from my nature hike. What's the nature hike? The Star River, Nature Hike Star River ground sheets, just to keep me up off the ground. I've got a little sit mat because I want to keep the arse dry, and I have a few pegs. It's as simple as that. This is an enclosed tent, so it's going to keep out the majority of wind and the rain, and it's going to keep you dry. The last tent that I showed, the last tarp configuration I showed, was the emergency shelter, and it's absolutely brilliant, but it does have a big opening at the front. So let's get this sorted and see how we go. I'm going to just pitch it here. It seems to be a nice enough spot, so we'll see how it goes. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the ground sheet, and I think I'm going to need this quicker than I first thought. We've had a lot of hail and rain showers this morning, and I think we could be in for another downpour. So I want to get this up as soon as I can, really, just in case. Thankfully, it is almost as quick to set up as the emergency shelter, but just not exactly quite. Let's see if I can angle you down so you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to peg out the ground sheets. Now I will be adjusting the ground sheets to suit the dimensions of the tarp when it's set up. You don't want the ground sheet sticking out too much. So there we go. That's quite a lot. Oh, sorry, when I said I need a few bits, I did forget to mention. Oops, come out there. The hiking poles. And again, of course, you could use sticks, but because I need two, and you're not always guaranteed to have the right size stick around or a stick suitable, so I just brought the hiking poles with me today. Now, because the tarp is square, it doesn't matter which way it goes. So I'm just going to pick a hiking pole here. I'm going to start at a height of about 120. And we can adjust that then if need be. Those clouds are getting very dark, lads. I'm getting worried. I'll be honest, I'm getting worried. I don't know if I mentioned ridge lines. We need 2 ridge lines. So I've got 2 guy lines here of, I can't remember, one of my older tents. So we're going to start by pegging out the 4 corners. It's not going to be left that way, but this is the easiest way to demonstrate it. So I have the first corner pegged out there, and I'll take the second corner, peg it out just like so. We'll take the bottom corner and peg it out like so. And we'll take this corner and peg it out like so. So as you can see, we have a perfect square. However, it's not going to be left in a perfect square. So let's show you where we go from here. So with your tarp laid out in this perfect square, what we're going to do is we're going to take the corner pegs. I'll take this peg here, and I can use it. I'm off camera. Hang on, let's see there. See if we can bring you over a little bit. So we're going to take this peg here from the corner. We're going to go to the side here. So we're coming one back from the corner. And we're going to remove it in, roughly in line where this peg is, this loop is here to the front. So we're going to take it in there and we're going to peg it down. We're going to do the same with the back corner. Yes, with the corners pegged in, you can do nothing. So we're going to come in one loop and come in roughly the distance of the second loop here, which is about there. And we're going to do exactly the same on the far side here. Hopefully you'll be able to see this okay. So we're removing the peg from the corner. We're going one loop in and we're moving the tarp in approximately to where the second loop was on the front. We're going to peg that in there. And we do the same with the last corner. Take that one out and move it in approximately in line with the second one here. So I hope that's kind of clear. So the two ends that we have here, this and the far end are going to be our doors, and we're going to use the ridge line here on the tent. Now, if you didn't have trekking poles, I'll turn that camera up. If you didn't have trekking poles, you could run a ridge line through to two trees, and that will tie it up for you as well. So let me show you how the rest of this goes. I may have been a bit premature putting down the ground sheet here. I think I'll actually remove it until I have it sorted out, and then I'll put the ground sheet back in as it should be. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the trekking pole. I've hired this up a bit. I've hired this up to 115. Listen, this is trial and error. We'll see how it goes. So we're not going to use the first loop on the ridge line. Okay, we're going to go to the second loop, and I think you get the idea as to where we're going from here. I'm going to do what I was going to do originally and put this back up to 120. I'll just alter that. I'm going to put that up to 120. I'm going to wrap the ridge around that, and you get the idea. It's starting to take shape. Now from here, I do have a guy line which we're going to wrap around here, and just got to put a half hitch into it, nothing special, and I'm going to just tighten that up. Sorry, I know I'm out of view, but you can see the tent is moving. You might get an idea of what I'm up to. And we're going to do the exact same on the far side. When I find what I've done with my other trekking pole, it was here. So I'll leave it to the back. Look at that, covered in leaves. So we're going to do the exact same thing here. We're coming to the ridge line and we're taking the second pole. Now, set these again. I'm going to set these for 120, 115, 120. Right down there. And we'll wrap that around there. So again, nothing special or fancy. We don't need anything really good. And I'm running out of pegs, so just going to use a stick here as a peg. And now we'll just peg out the doors. So now with your tent having the rough shape here, we come back to our pegging points here, which are left over. So you can see it's all flappy, and we're going to take these 2 points here and we're going to peg them out to give us a door. This is going to be the rear of the tent, but it doesn't really make much odds. But that's more or less that, and we're going to push this little piece of canvas underneath. So you get the gist of that, and we're going to do the same up here. So let's take you in and we'll go through the last bit inside. So here we are inside. Just take a peg, come in the corner here, and we'll do the same on this end, and we can pin this down, and there we have an enclosed forester's shelter. Look at the space in here, lads. You see that space? And even the room in here. I can lie down, I can sit up, just about sit up, mind, and I wouldn't be the tallest in the world, but I can't sit up in this. And this is a little more faffy to set up than the emergency tarp shelter, which is really simple. But you can see it's quite easy. Doesn't take too long. Takes a little bit longer when you're trying to film it, and I hope I filmed it correctly, guys. If you have any questions on it, please stick a question down in the comments there, and I'll answer every one of them. Yeah, this is it. What do you think? Plenty of space. Definitely plenty of space to sleep in here. Certainly get you out of the weather. I don't think this is as windproof as the emergency tarp shelter. Yeah, it's not. I just think the tarp shelter is that little bit better than the forester's tent. But certainly, I think if I was going to sleep out for the night, this is the shelter I'd be picking rather than the emergency tarp shelter, which is great for getting you out of the wind. But yeah, do you know what? I think it's time for a cup of tea, cup of coffee, cappuccino. Yeah, let's go with cappuccino. Now you may wonder what I've done. Well, I've just set up the camera tripod in the back, just give me a little bit of a porch. So yeah, that can be done with a stick as well. If you do want to just sit back in out of maybe a bit of a shower or something like that. And then, hey guys, it works. I think I might have got this shelter up just on time. The sky is not looking too impressive up there at all. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers. Can you even see me there? One of these days I'm going to get a camera with a zoom on it. But I tell you what, this forester's tent is cozy, no two ways about it, and if the rain does come down, I can just remove this stand that I have here and close it over, and I will certainly be dry in here, that's for sure. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and we shall see you shortly. Hopefully the next one will be an actual camping video. I did say it in one of my shorts I put up yesterday, I've injured my back, but it's on the mend. It's a massive improvement today from where I was yesterday, and 1000% improvement from where I was 2 days ago, so we're definitely on the up. Lads, you take care of yourselves. We'll chat to you on the next one. All the best.